one time I was dating this dude from California. A story for another time. But yeah, I've never been to California. I would love to go to California, just because I love the vibe. I like the little accent, they're real cool over there, I think. So, yeah. And I'm sure their food is really good too. So, anyways, let's chat it up. I had my first day of therapy today. And I mean, it was the first session, so it was very much getting to know you. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at the baby monitor. But yeah, it was my first. I'm gonna put it up here so I'm not constantly looking too far down. It wasn't bad. The lady was really nice. I got like a middle-aged Hispanic lady. I'm not mad at that because I'm like, sometimes you don't always want the auntie's feedback. Sometimes I want to hear it from my auntie, okay? No, but seriously, I sometimes feel like a black person's opinion can be, what's the word? Biased sometimes. It's hard to, just sometimes opinions can be biased, and I want to hear it from a different culture's perspective, because if I wanted to talk to an auntie, I have plenty, and I get it. They are professionally trained, I get it. But at the same time, it's just like me being a teacher. When I'm teaching the black kids, I know there's certain things I can get away with them. And I'm not saying that I don't ever want a black therapist. I'm just saying I don't mind the Hispanic therapist that I have. That's what I'm saying. So that's just my thoughts on that. It was really nice. The lady was really nice. They on this whole turn up. Hey. So yeah, it went pretty good. She had me fill out, just kind of, she gave me some reflective questions. And like I was telling y'all before, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but like that reflective mindset, I really enjoy being in that space. It's hard, it's uncomfortable, but it lets me know that I'm in the process of growing. Something's happening. And usually when you're starting to feel uncomfortable, like the way I've been describing it is hard to breathe. Sometimes I feel like it gets a little hard to breathe. Just with my tasks. So yeah, that's just where I'm at. And we won't even dive all the way into that. But yeah, it was good to know that from a medically trained professional, hey, you are going through some things. What you're doing is hard. It's okay. It's natural to feel angry. It's natural to grieve. That's something that she told me today. She's like, your husband is gone again. You're kind of grieving him. And picking up extra tasks is a way of grieving. You're trying to keep yourself busy. She didn't even say you're trying to keep yourself busy. That's me jumping to conclusions, and I don't want to do that. She just was pretty much like, that's a sign of grieving. She didn't end it with, oh, that's why. No, she's just like, that's a sign of grieving, you know? And that really resonated with me because I already feel like I grieve my mom daily. But we'll get into, again, that another time. Ooh, that one was like, ripping. Hell nah, that wasn't a good one. But yeah, so that's kind of, that's how counseling went, or therapy went today. Would it have been better if I was able to sit down and set up and really talk to her? Yes, but my son had wanted to move around, so I just figured, you know, putting on my phone is best because I can move around and do the things, like, you know. So whenever my husband gets back, I will have some more free time. But doing this counseling, this therapy, whatever, it's something I'm doing for me first. I don't want to feel, oh, Snoop, he tore that up. He tore that up. Marcus Houston.
Like right, like that one.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, so that's my little take on therapy. My loud ass fridge. That's my take on therapy. Now, I have some things to do this week. I have a proposal meeting for my parent workshop at the school that I went to. I have that on Friday, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm wondering if I should like bring y'all along with me on, you know, just kind of like doing my hair and wanting to look a certain way on Zoom because it's on Zoom and I want to look decent. But my meeting's on Friday, and so that's why I'm like, you know, if I have to do my claw clip or whatever, I'll do it and make it look the way that I want it to look. And I'm okay with putting gel in my hair because I'm gonna wash it and hopefully retwist it up. And also, if I have the opportunity to, I will wash Aaliyah's hair and retwist it up as well before we come home. And I probably, even if I leave on Monday, it's totally okay, you know? So, I'm thinking about going to stay at Lexley's and just telling my best friend also lives in San Antonio. I'm going to stay at my parents' house. But you know, like when you go back home, you can only go back home for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going for a few days, and I just like I'm gonna split up my time. So yeah. I just have other things that I want to do besides, like, I want to get ahead in homework, and I just want to get out of the house for a few days, change up our scenery a little bit, and crossing my fingers to still stick to my daily routine of drinking my water, which I so slacked today, but drinking my water, taking my vitamins, doing my skincare, just things like that. And I really need an extra pair of hands with the kids so that I can get our hair straight for another couple of weeks, because whenever I have to do all of our hair, like, my kids are working with the same hairstyle, two braids. Are they moisturized? Yes. Well, tomorrow I have to take Gabriel's hair out and moisturize his hair because it's dry. But I freshened up Aaliyah's braids tonight. Ouch. So yeah. But anyways, I have my my pitch proposal meeting or whatever. What I will say is today really tested my, like, y'all know one of those memes where it's like, God gave you the vision, he didn't give it to other people. I had one of those moments when, this is really hard for me to say because I'm trying to believe it. So I feel like I need to say it. When people try to make you feel crazy about how big you dream, or they try to make your dreams seem unattainable or unrealistic, don't back down. That is your time to be like, cool, thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your feedback. I accept your feedback, but I'm not gonna let that turn me around and put me in a hole. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. And it also doesn't have to leave a bad taste in your mouth about that person. It's just, hey, you don't see things like I do. We have different perspectives, and that's okay. But this is my dream. You don't get to tell me if it's too big or too small. So I have one of those moments. And I'm just gonna let that charge to the game, okay? I'm gonna charge to the game. And this will be my first workshop. And I am praying and knowing and manifesting and hoping that my workshop is successful. The school that I'm going to, like I said, it's my old school that I used to go to when I was a kid. And their parent engagement is at an all-time low. So not only do I want to host a parent workshop, I need to get the parents there. How am I going to get them there? Incentives. That's my logic. I'm going to go to something, especially if I'm one of those parents who don't go to anything. If they're offering my kids something and they are begging me to go, that's one way I could go to the workshop. Another way I can go to the workshop is because they're not only are they offering a couple of snacks for my kids and myself, but they're also giving away raffle baskets of household goods. Okay, I'm looking for a sponsor for that. Trying to figure out how I can get some free resources to give away. So far, I've got the DJ. I have another facilitator who I can have boots on the ground for during the workshop, just to, again, actively monitor the audience while I'm up there facilitating. Music makes me thrive in any environment. I want this to be a thriving environment. So yes, I got a DJ. I also want to get some food, no heavy meals, but some food and some culturally responsive food, some Haitian patties, some beef patties, some empanadas, just some like handheld foods, a little bit of fruit. And that's why I want to go to these small businesses and see if people are willing to donate some items, some food items, to this event, because I want the people to come. I want a good turnout. I want the engagement to be increased so that they know, okay, not only do I want the school to book me again in the future, I also want, whenever they do book me again, we have the same turnout, because we're getting more, more resources just to give out and give away to the community, which will in turn give me a bigger following, a bigger platform, and more people to spread the importance of reading with your kids, being involved with your kids, social emotional learning, awareness, all that. So that's my little nerdy spiel. I know this is gonna go great simply because this is me turning my pain into power. It's just that simple. I want to help parents out there and remind them, hey, Just because you're not being perfect right now at this second doesn't mean that you don't have things that you can work on, that you can actually work on. You can actually get better at, and it will show through your child. I'm not perfect by all means, okay? But I have, I'm acceptive of my reflective mindset. I will accept the feedback, and I'm doing better at not taking feedback personal. So that's what I have for y'all today. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all in a minute. I'm about to call them. I need to call my man. Hold on.